Alright, welcome everyone. This is basically just a very light sort of stream at the moment. Just thought I'd give you basically a look over the shoulder of basically I'm just working on just a new design. Whether it works or not I have yet to see, but it's not really what I want. I want that, that's right. This is just a bit of just a prototype I'm working on. Get this right. It may work, it may not. It's a rather large sort of vessel. Just, I know rotors have got problems, but I just came up with a interesting use for rotors to give myself some different angles, just to add that little bit of difference in design or style. There we go. Nice visibility there, it looks alright. Bit different. That might work. I mean, I've tried to minimise the problems that rotors can give by putting in some locking gears, something to lock them in place in either configuration. There is two configurations available. Oop. I haven't got a name for this ship or anything like that at this stage. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. But it is a rather large vessel. What's that? 4,300 or 4.3 million kilograms. As I understand the conversion, I think was it 1,000 kilograms per ton, so per metric ton. So I think it's what 4,300 metric tons. Quite hefty, but it does move. It's just the gyroscopes. I'm not going to fire up the thrusters at this stage. It does have quite an array of forward thrusters and small amount of side thrusters. There is no reverse thrusters, however, so I'm not ready to fire them up yet. But yeah, there's the basic look, if you will. And like I said, it can be reconfigured into a slightly different arrangement to that. Unlock them, reverse them. And strangely enough, our ship moves whilst they're in motion. I love the way that happens. Yeah, we're trying to compensate for that sideward movement. But we're left with 6 meter a second sideward motion. That's interesting. Let's see what happens when we relock these. Lock. Okay, well it's slowing down. Not slowing down past 6.7 meters a second, so don't ask me how it figures that. And we will just do this. Biggest grid, stop. 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 It does not wish to stop. Isn't that funny? Let's see what happens when we put it back into the other configurations. Unlock and reverse. Now I wonder if that's a weight distribution issue with the gravity generator. Kind of doubt it, but let's just lock you again and stop you again. Okay, well that's a bit of a bug, so let's just save and quit and reload it and see if that actually fixes that issue, because that's a little bit unusual. Still says it's in motion, but let's... Okay, we can stop its motion there now. So I kind of hope they fix that about rotors. I don't know why it should have actually caused the ship to move just because the rotors were rotating, since they are rotating counter to one another and therefore should cancel each other out. So net rotation in along any axis should have been 0. They're rotating at the same speed and they're traversing the same distance. So yeah, I think that's a little bit of an additional bug that I wasn't actually expecting when it comes to rotors. However, yeah, these things happen, as we know. But it's an interesting vessel. Yeah, cool. Oh, look at this. Okay, wow. I mean, like, wow. You know, the only thing that was there were 2 doors, an airlock, 2 sliding doors. You notice it's not our rotors that clanged. They're still over there, they're still fine. It literally was the 2 doors that vaporized. Oh my goodness. That's certainly new. I did not expect that, I will admit. We took out 2 junctions that were passing through the wall there. Oh my goodness. That's an astounding amount of damage. I wonder if that's replicatable, and I wonder if that's been reported, because yeah, the only thing that was actually there at the point where it appears as if the damage originated, which is where my cursor is there now, were 2 sliding doors set up in a crude airlock arrangement, you know, both outward facing sliding doors with the gap in between. Very poor man's airlock, but that's all it was. There's gyroscopes are fine. The rotors didn't clang. In fact, the rotors are fine still. Everything's locked in place still. Yeah, so the only thing that's actually destroyed or caused destruction is 2 doors. Oh my goodness, I wonder if that's something to do with the latest patch, which I believe had something to do with doors, but I thought it was about doors causing death to people idling nearby. Well, that's going to cause me a bit of a pain in the butt. You have to rebuild that now. I wonder if anything else is cleaned out on me. Nothing that I can tell. Gravity gen's still fine. Because I thought it was actually the interaction of the gravity generator between struts that were in motion, because each of those struts contains 60 batteries. They're battery packs. Yeah, each of these are battery packs, hence the solar panels on them on each side. And this one's the same, it's a battery pack as well. There's those 3 battery packs, so there's 180 batteries all across all 3, which is quite a substantial amount, especially when you can cop the sun from every angle when they're set up in the 60 arrangement that they are there at the moment. Rather than putting in 4 lots of struts, I can put in 3 and cop the sun from every angle, or any angle I should say. But yeah, I have to admit I certainly didn't expect that level of clang. Sorry, that little level of destruction. I'm going to... I really don't want to actually just delete the blocks and rebuild them. No, not that one, you idiot. That one. I mean, it's warped and distorted underneath the rotor, but it wasn't the rotor that caused the damage. So I'm just going to go through and actually weld up these blocks, and that way I can add the new blocks back in on top, rather than actually wiping them out and starting again. But I have to say, if that's just the result of changing configuration whilst it was sitting there in orbit, not in motion. Oh man, there's something seriously wrong with rotors, isn't there? But I still wouldn't have thought that the rotors had anything to do with it, considering the rotors are actually still intact and in place. And the foci of the destruction does appear to be where the doors were. And look at this is just ripped up. Well, that's a bit of a shit, if you'll pardon the term. Far out. Yes, I do wonder if that's actually replicatable. I wonder if by fixing this all up, putting them all back in place, the same thing will happen when I do the same, reconfigure the struts. Because I was initially building it with it all flagged as a station, and just before I started the stream I actually went in and reflagged it all as a ship. Again, I wouldn't think that should have made the difference, or had any impact on it actually, to be honest. But truthfully, this is why I stream these things. It's a nice record of strange, unusual and mysterious occurrences and events, but also to highlight things that happen in the game, whether they be good or ill. It doesn't really matter to me either way. It's all fun and challenging. And since I'm in creative mode, it's one of my construction and development worlds. It's no big drama. We can just come in here and fix it all up. Now what I was actually in the process of doing is basically just giving a 30-second tour through the ship. But as a result, you actually get to see 5 minutes worth of me rebuilding it. Oh my goodness, the amount of destruction here is actually quite phenomenal. Okay, back to that. Okay, good and good. Very symmetrical destruction, and that actually shouldn't be closed up. That should be open there, thank you very much. Alright, let's back to the basic configuration, I think. Let's just check that back entrance door, the back there. Consider it a... oh yes. Ah yes. Any destruction down here? No, no damage down here. Good. I don't know that it was exactly configured like that, but it will do for now. No, that's good as well. So I think we've fixed all the damage there. We are going to put the doors back in, however. And they were... okay, no, we've gone one too far. Nope, not you there. That's what it was. Now, we'll put it back exactly how we had it. Only because I like the design. Just different. That. Damn it. Yeah, it's better. Okay. Alright, yeah, so that's basically the ship. We have all our thrusters in our main engine plant down the back here, gravity generators down here as well. As you can see, it's all conveyed up with plenty of conveyor expansion. Moving on forward, we've got cargo, 2 large cargo containers. Cargo is accessible from above and below with lots of visibility for outward view, because that looks awesome. Moving downstairs, yep, there we go. Again, a lot of visibility down here as well of the engine glow as well, just for aesthetic look. Accessible both either side, so you can go down one, come up the other, as we're just about to do. And we've also got an upper deck. Now, they're not decked out yet. If you pardon the term, I haven't added anything yet. There will be other items added in there. Moving further forward, we have got strut control and gyroscopes. Moving forward, this facility here is going to be refinery. and production. As you can see, nothing here yet. I've only just finished building this part of it. In fact, you don't need you no more. You can go away. Thank you. Now we will have further airlocks passing through here as we move up into the high visibility cockpit. And when as you can see, I'm in high visibility. At full 360, or pretty much, view. You can see in all directions, everywhere. Do like high visibility, especially when it comes to a large vessel like this. As you can see, rather large. I'm not going to fire up and reconfigure our struts again at this point in time, and I do need to put some reverse thrusters in. I don't have any of those at this point. I'm going to figure out where I'm putting them in. But yeah, I just thought I'd... Oh, look at that. Argentavis. It's moving away. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, so I just thought I'd let you have a quick look at just something I'm developing, working on. Whether it actually works and I end up completing it is yet to be seen. It might end up staying in this stage yet. I don't know. It's just second or third prototype of this strut arrangement that can be reconfigured. So I hope you enjoyed this little sneak peek at some of my Calidan Shipyards development stuff, and I shall talk to you another time. Thank you.